We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major. His first cuts here. The 1-2. On the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. First opportunity in this one. Ready on 1 and 2. A double play ball to second. 4. One there. On to first to complete the double play. Digging in now. Wolverine. He's hitless.
C coming up now to get this inning going.
Base hit into right center. He takes the turn and heads for second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Definitely take that extra base hit. It only takes one, so maybe they can string together a few and
used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Craig Morrison earned his 5th win. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. This is on the ground to short. Could be 2. To second for 1. The relay on to first. The double play, and the into the box now. Wolverine.
Hey, make it yours.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And that gets him on the mound. No chance to make a play. Let's see if he's okay out there. And they'll end. The 1-2. Left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. The throw home. But the throw is well up the.
Good call.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And they'll tack on a run with the sac fly. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Now batting. Patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot.
And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And this ball is gone. No chance to. A solo shot here to left. And that's home run number 64 on the season.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in the series. I'm not sure.
Baltimore led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Tate Merca earns his. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Striding in one. Line drive to left.
Drove that one out of boy.
In there, a base hit. Going. A 1 pitch on its way. This is on the ground over to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. But the throw is so digging in now. Wolverine. It was. And he will take ball 4. First in ball game. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit back up the middle. He's got it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. And 6th inning to victory in this one.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours exactly.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Stepping into the box, Wolverine.
Last game scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps, line to line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
In now.
You've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And it's gone. So a 2-run shot to left center as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of.
New York led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Richard McManus earns win. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between. The Baltimore Orioles jumped out to an early lead in the 1st and never looked back. Hunter Green. It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today it's the finale of this sport. league in hitting.
There's a lot of ways to get on base. Base hit, walk, hit by pitch. This guy's in the top 5 on base percentage. He does a little bit of
2 with that home run he hit earlier. Little chopper back to the mound. To second for 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They stepping in and ready for another shot. Right side. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. 8-3 is today's final. The Yankees jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of
Ready now. Run up on the board, and that's exactly what they did. Little crooked number, a 2 spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing
to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Gone! It's a grand slam. 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. On the ground to second. Did he get his double play? There's one. On to first. And talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. At the plate, Wolverine. It was.
Right here, man. Let's do it.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Buddy Gonzalez, as he's presented with the bases loaded situation in a tie ball game. And they're not going to get him.
the sticks, but for pitchers, not so much. A classic slugfest, and they walk away on top.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on. Stepping in, Wolverine, 0 for 2 with a line. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. Now at the plate, Wolverine. It was a single. First pitch on its way. Line drive to left. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. So the bottom of the inning is still alive as this ball game is over. 8-2 tonight's final. The Toronto Blue Jays wrote an important. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a stepping in. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. And that is off the wall. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. This guy's been producing at the plate all game, especially on the road, but they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of. At the plate, Wolverine watches fully in effect the entering play here tonight. They suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over there. This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. The relay, and the run will score easily as the Orioles are off to a spot. Ready on 1 and 2. On the move again from first. A bouncer to the left side. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And he is going to score now all the way from first. Ready now. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. 2 out for him here in the third. There's a drive out toward the gap in left center. And the runner will score from second. He's in at second safely. Digging in. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. Oh, a solo shot here to left center field.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team.
The left fielder.
The 0-2 home. And this is on the ground to short. Could be two. To second for one. On to first, and that's the very...
Even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
And to afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead. Wolverine will start things out in their half of the sixth.
Hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
The throw into second, and he's going to make it there. Led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Mitchell Denny gets to double digits with MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Wolverine hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Long throw to third. And he's able to get back to first. No. In now for the first pitch of the at-bat. Into center field. Line drive, base hit. And a good job to get to it quickly. Into 5, the final today. The Milwaukee Brewers host road win number 40 on the year. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball. At the plate. Hard hit to first. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. And that runner will go. Digging in and look. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And they are on the board. Them to the win.
The final line score for the ball game tonight. For the Victoria.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in. So coming to the plate, Wolverine.
It's T-work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Liner in there for a base hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive. Now at the plate, Wolverine. He reached on a single. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Arthur is on his way home. He scored.
Well, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets it.
Stepping in.
That pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
On the ground up the middle. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his third hit of the afternoon. Finish. The Orioles came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory.